Good morning. Welcome to Unity Columbine Spiritual Center, where centered in God, we celebrate a world of harmony, peace, and abundance for all. And we're happy to welcome Reka Ohal today for the first time at Columbine. And let's all stand for our first joy song.
All right. We're going to sing a really rockin' song. And we get to say a really fun word in it. The word is y'all. Let's hear ya. Y'all. Yeah, oh boy, this is going to be fun. I am alive with the Spirit of God. 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 Here we go. I am alive, y'all. Okay, we got to do that again. I am alive, y'all. Yeah, alive with the Spirit of God. Let's do that again. I am alive with the Spirit of God. 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 Here we go. I am alive, y'all. Alive with the Spirit of God. I am 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 alive, y'all, alive with the Spirit of God. All right. Let me see your moves. Come on. Yeah. Yes, this is so good. This is what church is about, isn't it? Joy. Let's do it one more time. And I want that y'all to blow the roof off this joint. I am alive with the Spirit of God. I am alive with the Spirit of God. Ooh, I am alive with the Spirit of God. Yeah, I am alive with the Spirit of God. I am alive, y'all, alive with the Spirit of God. Let's tag that last line. I am alive, y'all, alive with the Spirit of God. One more time. I am alive, y'all, alive with the Spirit of God.
Now it's time for y'all children to come on up. Come on up, yeah. Oh, I wanted to say real quick, Annalise has been doing this by herself for a month while Jeannie was away, so let's give her a little extra love.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's March. Can you believe it? Today is our fifth and final Sunday with our 5 Unity principles. It's been an awesome study of those. And I've also, if you didn't get one of these March newsletters, I created those with a little section all about the five principles so you can continue those at home with your kids. Like, what are we even teaching your kids downstairs? It's this, it's on here. Also, all the events we have coming up, we've got some great stuff. I just wanted to mention this Friday, our community sound bath for global peace. And we will have childcare, but if you would like childcare, please let us know as soon as you can. Just sign up so we make sure we have enough hands to watch the kiddos downstairs. Where's Alinka? There you are. And today our featured family is Alinka.
Hi, I'm Alinka, and these are my twins.
I'm Ansley. I'm Australia.
I began going to Unity when I was in high school, about 22 years ago. And I remember I would bring my friends with me. My parents sometimes would come. And yeah, I found Columbine a couple years ago, and it's just been such a great community and place for my kids, so I'm super grateful.
Thank you.
Yay! All right, I think that's everything. You can bless us out.
All right, we ready for our second joy song? All right, this one is a little interactive. You're going to be doing something during the verse, but you can tap. You're going to stand up. You're going to stand up. And I want you to be able to see somebody next to you. You have to look at each other in this song. Is that going to be okay? All right. So you're going to do what I'm saying in the verse, and then we're going to sing this part together. We come together, we come together, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, yeah. Let's make a record. Take a look at the person next to you. Take a look. Say, I recognize the God in you. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together, we come together in the name of love. Okay, here's some more instructions. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I do too. I feel the love in sanctuary. Lift your voice and read after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love. All right, since our voices are all warmed up, we're gonna modulate. What does that mean? We're gonna go up. Woo! Anybody afraid of heights? All right, more instructions. Take a look at the person next to you. Say namaste, I bow to you. Now feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice and repeat after me. We come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together, we come together, we come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together, we come together in the name of love.
And now we shift our energy and turn inward for our time of prayer and meditation. So we begin with a bit of music and then prayer and meditation led by one of our prayer chaplains, Brooke Lindquist.
long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. Have your light within you. Guide your way on. May long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. Of your light within you. Guide your way on. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. Of your light within you. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on.
And so, as we take a deep breath in, we allow that pure light within us to guide our way home. And we are so grateful to be here together as a community, to let that light guide all of us together as one, knowing that we are so strong together and individually in spirit and in love, and that we each have the power within to choose our thoughts. What a blessing it is to know that we can create our reality based on the thoughts that we choose each and every day, that we can choose how we want our life to look, and that comes from within, from that light from within. And as we sink into that knowing, we find gratitude, we find strength, we find the power of power, and we know it all comes from love. We join together in one, knowing that the love that resides within us flows through this entire congregation and spreads to all of those in our prayer box and on our prayer list, wrapping them in the light. And so we breathe in that love and that light and the power and the strength. And we rest for a few moments together in silent meditation.
just a beginning. The pen's in my hand, ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Turn yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. I break traditions. Sometimes my tries are outside the lines. We've been conditioned to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way. Staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak those words on your lips. Touch yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. Staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words you cannot find. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak those words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. 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 The rest is still unwritten.
Thanks, Reka. So, Daniel was meditating. And as usual, the monkey mind, the monkey chatter voice started speaking to him, saying, "Oh, you forgot to send that email. Oh, did you leave the stove on? Are you going to fail at that?" And he was hearing all these voices. And he decided to tell that voice inside of him, "Enough, stop." And that voice kind of laughed and said, "Oh yeah, I'm just going to get louder." And he smiled. Daniel smiled because he knew that that voice was not in charge. It may have been loud, but it wasn't in charge. And he said to that voice, "You're not the boss of me." And that chatter voice got quiet. And it wasn't judging. And it wasn't taking sides. And it was just calm. In that moment, Daniel realized that that voice is always there. It's always making itself known. But the decisions that he made weren't always by that voice, that there was something within him that was in charge. There's something within him that was the boss of him, and it wasn't that voice. And so he realized that an enlightenment doesn't have to be a big aha moment, that a spiritual advancement can be just telling that monkey chatter, you're not the boss of me. So I love that story because so often, that comes from, we hear children say that, right? You're not the boss of me. When they're about 5 years old, they seem to get that. We don't know where it comes from, but they all instinctively seem to know, you're not the boss of me. My kids told that to me too. They tell each other. Yesterday, we had been in Hawaii the last couple weeks, and so yesterday, we've been at sea level, right? So yesterday I went for a run here in altitude, and it was hard. And so I hadn't gotten very far, and I had to stop and walk and catch my breath. And usually when I do that, I have to keep doing that. Like I can't get through I only run 3 miles now. I used to do more when I was younger, but I can't get through it without stopping several times. So I was working with this material, the master of your thinking, be the master of your thinking. And you're not the boss of me. And I thought, that's a belief I don't want to hold anymore. All I need to do is slow down my pace, and I think I can get through the rest of the run without stopping and just keep going. And so I said to those thoughts that were saying, oh, here we go, we're going to be stopping many times. You're not the boss of me. So I slowed down and I got through the run the whole way, felt very good about that. We can do that. We can decide what voice we're going to listen to. What thoughts are we going to hold? So I want you to practice. Turn to somebody, maybe your spouse or partner, and say, you're not the boss of me. How'd that feel? Feels kind of empowering, right? You're not the boss of me. Now say, I am the boss of me. Yeah, we use that I am power, that I am within us. We are the boss of our own, what we decide to think, what we decide to hold on to, what we decide to believe. We are the boss of that. And we become masters of our own thinking. We get to choose. In Unity, we call this, one of our 12 spiritual powers is the power of power. It sounds kind of redundant, but it's our ability to take dominion of our own consciousness, to decide what thoughts we're going to hold, to decide what thoughts we're going to just let flow, just let them go. Thoughts will keep coming always, many thoughts throughout the day, throughout our waking hours. And we get to decide which ones we're going to hold on to, which ones we're going to follow. It's our power of power. Now, we can use this power from a sense consciousness. We can sense consciousness. We can use it and based on whatever's going on in our lives, based on whatever we're seeing in the world, to decide what we're going to think about it. Take the example of what's going on in Iran this weekend. You can use this power of power if you feel relieved about what happened there. You can use it that way. If you feel fear and anger about what's happened in Iran, you can decide that you're not going to stay in that place of fear and anger. You can choose to hold a vision of peace. You can choose to hold a vision of harmony and love, not denying what's happening. But when we hold a vision of peace and love and harmony in spite of seeing war, We are raising the collective consciousness. We are calming ourselves. It's kind of a paradox to be able to hold both, but we are able to do that. With our power of power, we choose where we're going to hold our thoughts. It's not easy, but I think we need this, especially now. For me, I would rather work on myself and work on my consciousness level and where I'm at and be aware of what thoughts I'm holding on to than be in a place of fear and anger. Or we can stay in a place of fear and anger. And what happens is that just repeats and repeats and repeats and perpetuates itself, and then that's all we see. So it's up to us. Mel Schwartz says this: thoughts tend to represent our beliefs and life experiences. To represent should be read literally as to re-present, because we often get stuck in deep basins of old habitual thought, and it continues to present our past over and over. Consider it this way: thinking is constantly active and new, whereas thought tends to be old and habitual. Thinking, if we're thinking, we want to have fresh thoughts. We want to come from a place of wholeness. We want to come from a place of heart coherence. Whereas thoughts tend to get bottled up, they tend to get stale, they tend to be things that we thought, and we get into these patterns, and it doesn't always serve us, it doesn't always uplift us. So it's our choice. In this year, our theme, the Year of Possibility, I'm working with a couple books, The Possibility Principle by Mel Schwartz, who I just quoted, and The Art of Possibility by Rosamund and Benjamin Zander. Both great books. I love this book, The Possibility Principle. Brings in quantum physics. It invites us to have a different worldview than what we've been holding mostly for a few hundred years. Most of us have embedded in us a mechanistic worldview. This is inviting us into a participatory world where we are creators of our own experience of life, creators of our own reality. And this chapter that Mel wrote is called Be the Master of Your Own Thinking. Be the master of your own mind. Take self-mastery. Get self-mastery of it. As Emerson says, stand guard at the portal of your mind, because thoughts will come and go. We get to choose. So the Olympics just finished, right? And I love how, all of those athletes are extremely talented. And they had to have some kind of master over their thinking to get where they were, to get to be in the Olympics. And how heartbreaking it was to watch the U.S. figure skater, Ilya, I can't remember his last name, to fall during his long program. And he said afterwards that it was completely a mental game for him. He wasn't mastering his thinking. It was heartbreaking to watch that. But then to watch the U.S. women's figure skater who took the gold medal, and how she was off for a couple of years. She had retired from the sport, but something in her believed and knew, and thoughts that helped her get to where she was. She was third going into the long program and ended up winning the gold. She mastered her thinking to be able to do that. I mean, they're all talented. But what goes through your mind? What thoughts do you hold as you're doing something that's so important to you, to do your best? We've all had moments of succeeding at something, at doing something really well, and we've all had moments of failure. What thoughts were you holding at that time? Think about it. What thoughts were you holding? We can change that. There's another quote by Mel Schwartz in this chapter, in the instant before you become your next thought, everything is possible. Developing a heightened level of awareness regarding our thoughts permits us to be responsive rather than reactive. Between the instantaneous reactions of our thoughts lies a wiser and deeper sense of self, poised to emerge. Isn't that what the Olympians do? Like they're poised to emerge. They're just poised to break out. Use those thoughts, use those thought patterns to be their best selves. To be their best selves. It's fascinating to watch that, to witness that. During this month of Ramadan, we can learn a lot from our Muslim brothers and sisters. This is the holy month of Ramadan, which is, they believe, that is when the Quran was received by Muhammad, the Prophet Muhammad. And so for a whole month, they fast from sunup to sundown. And they spend that time in contemplation. They spend that time thinking about Allah or God. They spend that time with self-discipline. They spend that time being intentional and mindful and mastering their thinking, because you have to master your thinking when you're not eating all day, even drinking water all day, to be able to focus your mind somewhere else. They do that through intention and mindfulness and generosity and self-discipline, reflection. We do that too here with Lent. Lent is in preparation of Easter. Easter, where we celebrate new life. And we have these great little booklets in the bookstore. They come out every year by Unity. This one called Release and Reimagine, which I love the title of it because we're having a reimagine session in a couple weeks. Release what's not serving anymore and reimagine. What can we be? What can we be? What's our new edge of becoming? What is it? And in the beginning, there's a beautiful article by Reverend Linda Martello-Witset, who, by the way, is going to be leading our women's retreat in July. She's going to be here for a whole weekend doing the Sunday services and then a personal prayer workshop afterwards on Sunday. Should be really wonderful. I just talked to her this week. But the power, she talks about the power, one of our 12 powers, the power of imagination, where we have the ability to create and vision and see something better for ourselves, a better life, a better way of being, more abundance, more joy, life always wanting to emerge and come forward and be more. I watched a movie yesterday called The Swimmers on Netflix. Anybody see it? Nobody's seen it. Nobody first service said they saw it either. So surprised. It's on Netflix. Anyway, it's a true story. True story based, starts out in Syria during their civil war. I think it's 2014. And there's a family, there's 3 girls in the family, and the father was a competitive swimmer, and so he didn't have any boys, so he teaches his 2 older daughters how to swim, and they're competitive swimmers, and they're very good. And the second daughter, is actually a national champion. And there's bombings going on all around them. And the 2 sisters, who are like 17 and 18, or something like that, decide that they don't want to live here anymore. It's dangerous. They've had friends die. They've been harassed. Their buses have been stopped and searched. They've been physically searched. And they tell their parents they want to leave the country. And their parents are two teenage girls, how can we let you leave? So they get a male cousin, one of their male cousins, to go with them. And they do leave, and they get their parents' blessing. And they say, if we get to Germany, Germany is letting refugees, letting their families come. So once we get to Germany, then we can bring you over. And the whole first half of the movie is their journey to Turkey and then to Greece in a raft, a motorized raft where the motor stops working and the girls get in the water and swim for 3.5 hours pulling the boat to the shore. It's incredible. It's an incredible movie. They had to master their thinking to do this. They had to have such conviction to go through what they went through they finally get to Berlin where they wanted to go. And the younger girl who had been a national champion swimmer, her goal was to go to the Olympics. In 2016, this is 2015, and she wants to go to Rio in 2016. That's her goal. You have to master your thinking if you've got a high goal like that, and it's a year away, and you're a refugee. You don't have a homeland anymore. They end up having a refugee team because there's so many of them. And I don't want to tell you the rest of the story because I hope you'll watch the movie because it's really moving. It's really moving. But these girls had such conviction and they were so determined to master their thinking. Think of all the thoughts that probably did come into their heads as they're making this trip from Syria to Berlin. And how hard that was, and how long it took, and how sore their feet were from walking, and how all the obstacles that they ran into, that they mastered their thinking. Had they let those other thoughts discourage them, they may not have been able to do what they did. They may not have ever gotten there. Mel Schwartz calls these negative thoughts that we get into these spirals of negative thoughts. He calls them literal thoughts because what happens is we start thinking them like I'm not worthy, or I don't deserve a good life, or it's too dangerous, it's too hard. I can't do that, that's too hard. Or maybe I'll do it, when I retire, or maybe, all those thoughts that can get into our head. And they become literal thoughts because they become truth to us. They're not true, but they become our truth through which we live our lives. Mel Schwartz says this about these literal thoughts. Literal thought has us project our subjective belief onto others and ourselves and ascribe an objective reality to it. We start thinking that's real, that we don't deserve a better life, that we're unworthy, that, whatever, blah, 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 all that stuff that gets into our heads and that we play around with. It's not true. Last week we were at Centers for Spiritual Living Kauai, and there was a guest speaker, Dawson Church. He's an author of scientific books, won a lot of awards. And he talked about how, I'm going to forget the word again, so Pedro can help me out. Ruminate. We ruminate on the negative. We hold these negative thoughts and we let them spiral us downward. And he talks about how these neurons, as they're firing with these negative thoughts, and they will attract to each other, and they become wired. They fire and then they wire, and create new neural pathways in our brain. And the more thoughts we have of that nature, the more distress we feel over a trauma, the more distress we will feel. It just keeps perpetuating. And what does it take, he said, to get these firing neurons to wire, 12 seconds. 12 seconds. So we have to disrupt it when we feel it, when we become aware of it. It's why it's so important to stay aware of what you're thinking. Stay aware of your thoughts. Notice, as Mary Morrissey says, notice what you're noticing. Notice what thoughts are going on in your head. The thoughts aren't in charge. You are as the observer of those thoughts. The thoughts just come and go, like 60,000 of them a day. But we get to choose which ones to hold. So Dawson Church was saying that of all the traumas that people go through, 2/3 of them actually grow from the traumas. That they disrupt those thoughts and they have post-traumatic growth, which can be very encouraging for all of us. That we don't have to spiral down when something traumatic happens to us. That we are resilient enough to lift ourselves up, to change our thought pattern, to try something different. We have that capability. Mel Schwartz says this, and this doesn't feel like the right time for this quote, but I'm going to say it since I brought it up anyway. When we ask ourselves how we know something to be true, most often we will admit that we can't be certain, but that it's probably based on either our limited personal experience or our belief. Embracing the uncertainty of not knowing for sure is not only advantageous on a personal level, but also resembles the emerging quantum worldview. Uncertainty opens the doorway for new possibilities and new levels of inquiry. I love that because Benjamin Zander, in this book, The Art of Possibility, he's a conductor. He conducts orchestras. And in it, he's talking about how conductors are usually people that they want their way. They want the music, it's their interpretation of the music. It's going to go the way they want it to go. It's going to sound how they want it to sound. It's all about the glory of the conductor. And he somehow had a shift when he was realizing this. You know, on the album covers, it's the conductor on the album covers, not all the musicians. And he realized the conductors don't even make a sound. And they take all the glory for the sound of the orchestra. So he has this shift, and he decides, instead of thinking or asking the question, how great am I? He decides, how can I engage my musicians more? So he decides to put a white blank sheet of paper on everybody's music stand. And he tells them, I want your thoughts. I want your suggestions. I want your interpretations. Write whatever you want to write and turn this in every day when they're rehearsing. And he said he thought he would get a whole bunch of criticism. He said he got a few, but not a lot. Most of it was inspiring, encouraging, great insights, which he decided to try. And he said the music never sounded better because they were all participating, because these silent conductors, who he called each of those white pieces of paper silent conductors, they had a say in how the music was interpreted and played. We have a silent conductor inside of us. Each one of us has a silent conductor. That divine essence of you suggesting quietly, silently, this way, think this thought. We can listen to that or not. It's up to us. If we listen to it, our lives can be uplifted and expanded and broadened. And if we don't, We still live the same day over and over and over in our patterns. Now, Mel says in this chapter, one of the practices you can do, we can all try this, when you hear those negative thoughts, do this. Shh. So I want everybody to do that. Shh. Yeah. So if you see somebody in Foss Hall and they're shushing a negative thought, go, bravo. Good for you. Good for you. Because we're invited to live life fully and freely and abundantly and joyfully, and that's what each of us deserves, because we're here. We're here now to live that life. The invitation is there, and the choice is ours. So, are you ready to be the boss of your own thoughts? Are you ready to shh when those negative ones want to come in and take over? You get to choose. So this week, practice shh. And you're not the boss of me. You know, you can do both ways, the quiet way and you're not the boss of me. It can make a difference. Hold the uplifting thoughts, the loving thoughts, the beautiful thoughts, because that's what each of you deserves. So, peace be with you. Namaste.
Listen as your day unfolds, challenge what the future holds. Try and keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. Cause you gotta be bad. You gotta be bold, gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, gotta be tough, gotta be stronger. I gotta be cool, gotta be calm, gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. I heard what your mother said. Read the books your father's read. Try to solve the puzzles in your own sweet time. Some may have more cash than you, others take a different view. My, cause you gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, gotta be wiser. Gotta be hard, gotta be tough, gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, gotta be calm, gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. Don't ask no questions, it goes on without you, leaving you behind if you can't stand the pace. The world keeps on spinning, can't stop it if you try to. Uncertainty is staring you right in the face. Remember, listen as your day unfolds. Challenge what the future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky. Others, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. Cause you gotta be here. You gotta be bold, gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, gotta be tough, gotta be stronger. You gotta be cool, gotta be calm, you gotta stay together. All I know, love will save the day. 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 All I know, all I know. All I know, All I know, all I know. All I know, all I know. Love will save the day.
Thank you, Reka. So now we shift to the more prosaic part of our service where I'll tell you what's coming up and so on. But we always like to remind ourselves why we're gathered here on a Sunday morning. So will you please say together with me our purpose statement? We commit to increasing our spiritual awareness, diversifying our community, manifesting our highest potential, and positively impacting the world. And you all are impacting the world at Columbine by your presence here, so we're grateful for that. And this is the time when we invite you to support Columbine financially. We're self-sustaining, and so all the funds that come in create a clean environment because we've got a cleaning team, or special events. We can have somebody come in and rent space, and we have that available for the community. And that takes extra funds to make sure that we can cover that. And also, any use that we have of the building, that we're paying for the heating or the lights or the air conditioning in the summer, that's all coming from you. And so we thank you in advance for your generosity with that. And many of you send it electronically, which is fabulous, but also we have it available for you to just drop it into the bag as it goes through the sanctuary. And as always, we want to bless the offerings no matter how they come to us. So please say the offering blessing with me. God's love has always met and will always meet all my needs. I give freely, I receive abundantly, and I am grateful. And as the offering bags make their way through the sanctuary, let's turn and give a wave to our production team and our online viewers. We're grateful that this team allows us to keep in touch with people in this way. I don't know if any of you have been home sick or snowed in or on any given day and said, let me just watch the live stream. This is one of the reasons that we do it. So thank you for that. And let me tell you a little bit about what's coming up. Reverend Sue's actually going to come up and talk to you for a moment about Unity Basics.
Yeah, so Unity Basics starts today, and it's a 3-week class, 3 different sessions where, if you've been coming a while and you really don't know what Unity is or what New Thought is or how do I even tell people about this, where I'm going every Sunday, you might want to consider taking the class, the workshop, because it will help educate you and all that. So it starts today. We have 3 Sundays in March, and then a spiritual gifts workshop is also that Ann will lead afterwards. So you can still sign up. It's going to be at 12:45 in the conference room, which is right past the bathrooms. And if you want to sign up today, you can still do that with Ann or, with you. Yeah, okay. That's all.
And everything that went out said 12:30, so that's when the 9 a.m. people are coming back. Yes. And then also in the spirit of some of what Reverend Sue was talking about how our energy can work in a collective way, we have a special opportunity this Friday evening to show up and attend this community sound bath for peace and healing. If you haven't experienced Rebecca Abraxas's sound bowls, you are likely to love it. And it's a way for us to gather together and to be there and really be present for uplifting. It's really interesting. It's grounding and uplifting at the same time, which is kind of a conundrum. But it's a way for us collectively to contribute to the energy of, as Sue said, not ignoring what's going on, but also doing our part to try to shift the energy. So please think about that, and I can help people sign up in Foss Hall if you're interested. And then the reimagining process, we'll have our main meeting on March the 15th, and this image that Sue shared with us about the white sheet. So each of you has that available to you in this reimagining process. You can be a silent conductor for that. So your ideas are welcome. We would love for you to attend. Details are in the Thursday email update. And one thing I want to point out to you is that you're invited to bring a lunch, and if it's nice, picnic outside, or pre-order a box lunch, and there is a deadline for that, so look in the Thursday email update. And then please come and share your thoughts about where you would like to see Columbine in 3 years or so, or 5 years. Where are we going? So thank you for that. And then if you're a singer, Easter choir rehearsals begin on March the 22nd, and it's always fun to sing under Ryan's tutelage. He makes it fun. And then also we will have tulips, as we usually do, up on the platform. So you're invited to pre-order potted tulips, and then they grace the platform during our Easter services, and then you take them home. Use them as gifts or plant them. Or if you have a black thumb, maybe that won't happen, but hopefully not. And who's our ambassador for today? Oh, Annie is here. Thank you, Annie. She's available to answer questions for you, as am I. And who are our prayer chaplains? Gretchen and Vicki. Thank you both. They'll be here in the sanctuary for you. And again, a thank you to you, Reka, for being here with us. We've enjoyed you. She said before the service that she doesn't get the opportunity too often to play on a real piano like this, so she's enjoying herself. We can hear it. So let's stand for our final song and our prayer for protection.
Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Tag it. We are making a new world now.